Hey guys, it's Indigo here. Wanted to make a video showing the 3v3 comps. Now that we have a Grand Arena fixing to start tomorrow. I did a video before when Darth Revan came out and it had Dark Side Bastila and HK as a 3v3 comp that's really tough to beat. This time I did some testing in the arena with my buddy Castle. And we ran through a bunch of test teams to see if anything worked and what worked on the HK team that doesn't work now that Malak's taken up that slot. So he was good enough to let me sit there and test on his team while we were trying to climb for the arena. And, you know, the results don't look too good, but I'm going to show you guys some of the tests that we ran through so that you can, not make the same mistakes I made. And also maybe figure out ways to improve upon it. But either way, I mean, it's good testing data. I ran through about 20 fights today in the arena, and we don't have a sandbox mode, so it's good to get as much information as you can. I did find one that worked, but you're not going to like it. So let's get into it. So the first team I have that I tested was Jedi Knight Revan, and then I used Grandmaster Yoda and Hermit Yoda. My thinking was that the Master's training would provide a bit of a boost to Grandmaster Yoda, and maybe he could get things moving or do enough damage to Dark Side Bastila to maybe kill her off or do something. And Jedi do get a bit of a turn meter boost and get to go first and make a few moves, so that's good. But once the Sith Empire get moving, they really put some work in. You can see here, as soon as they got to go, they start throwing down fear and putting down shock. Already, Jedi Knight Revan's got Death Mark on him. So, it's not going good, and it hasn't even been a minute into the battle. His Savior already popped, and Hermit Yoda's got fear on him. So, there's not a lot to do. I got some protection off of Dark Side Bastila, but I was hoping, even if this team doesn't work, maybe I can kill one, maybe even two, and, go for a 1-2 punch, come in with a cleanup team, and kill whoever's left. But right when you get her down enough, it seems like Malak taunts and steals your focus, and then there he goes with his, drain life thing, and it's kind of game over at that point. So that was my experience with that team. The next one on the list I tried was the trio. Start with Trey Elite, of course, Darth Nihilus and Scion, just to see what they can do since she has the unique that will cleanse the debuffs. Thought maybe she might be able to get some things going or survive long enough that Nihilus could get in maybe a Drain Force, possibly an Annihilate. I'm testing out kind of the top counters that we would normally use against other new meta teams that come out and just trying to see what sticks, what works. And that way it'll give maybe someone else out there an idea and they could say, hey, that almost worked. Maybe this will work. But you can see here, it's been a little over 30 seconds and Nihilus is the last one standing and he didn't do much of anything. So the next team is Traya, but instead of Scion, I put in Thrawn. I was trying to see if Thrawn, and my Thrawn is 300 speed, but that doesn't matter because he doesn't really get a chance to move. I was hoping he could fracture or something and maybe have a little bit more control over the flow of the battle, but it didn't work out that way. So I tried it again just to make sure it wasn't a fluke. And maybe, RNG, something goes different. See what happens. This time, Nihilus gets to move, but all he can do is, his basic there. Still didn't get to do anything with Thrawn, like turn meter swap so Trey could isolate or something. Didn't really work out that way. Trey is already gone. Both of the others are in the yellow. You make a move, and it's game over. So, no success there. The next one, some of my guildmates were telling me to try, and I'm no NS expert. Okay, mine are gear 12, but they're not modded super, super strong or anything. They're just decent. I got the Zeta on MT lead, but she didn't live long enough to do anything. It's just the Sith Empire gets so much of a speed boost once they start stacking that ferocity, and they get like 15 speed per stack, I think, and they just get to keep going and keep going. You don't even get to move. So no success with MT lead. Tried it with Asajj lead, and I do know what little I know about NS. Their leads do come with like plus 30 speed each, and mine are kind of slow anyway, but you'd have to have top mods, and this is for GA, like GA in 3v3. Once lock hits, you can't just go switching your arena mods around, so you're stuck with what you got. So unless you're rocking several sets of arena grade mods, and you can keep all these top teams, you're not going to be able to get your B and C teams fast enough to have any success against this team. So no luck for the Nightsisters. I thought, well, maybe I can try Jedi Knight Revan and instead take out Hermit Yoda and put in Bastila, and maybe she'll be able to do something because she'll actually attack and do some damage, and we'll see how that goes. So she got to attack a little bit. Obviously, Yoda got to do a little bit of damage, but just once you start making headway, do some damage on Malak, because he'll taunt and kind of steal your focus towards him. He'll reach a benchmark where he gets his drain life cooldown and kill one of your guys. And that seems to be the end of it. And we'll move on. One of the first ones I tried was what worked good against him when they had HK was the Kira Nest. And then I put Hermit Yoda just in case he's able to move, and throw Master's Training on Nest. That can't hurt. It's nice to have that buff on there. And my Hermit Yoda is 288. I can't get him much faster without sacrificing speed elsewhere that I don't want to sacrifice it. So he wasn't able to go and put that buff on at all because this other team is just too fast. And it's not even a super fast one. The guy I was testing against, Castle, his Darth Revan is like 315 maybe, and his Bastila is 292. And we've got people in our arena that are 330 Darth Revan and 300 Bastila. So no success with the Kira Nest. Went ahead and tried the old tried and true CLS Han and Chewie. You can see that even with Han shooting first, and with them being able to counter when they could counter, they still really don't get the job done because they get stuck behind Malak's taunt, so you can't really pour your focus into Dark Side Bastila. And by the time they get to do anything, you're already debuffed to hell and got fear on you, and then you just get knocked down like nothing. So no good with them. Moving back to Traya, I thought, well, what if someone's out there that has Traya, has Nihilus, has Dark Side Bastila, because they still use her because they don't have Darth Revan. There's people out there that didn't get Darth Revan when he came around, so they might have a better addition for their Traya team. I was okay, try that. And you do get a little bit further with her because she can put that fear down and help them to lose turns. But you just don't have the synergy like what with the Darth Revan lead, where as long as Darth Revan's a leader, the enemy Dark Side Bastila can put that corrupted battle meditation down and make it so you just can't do much, can't throw any debuffs down. So doesn't really work out there. Y'all can see that. So that was not a good composition. Don't try that one. Next, I thought, well, if we're getting all these debuffs, maybe a Thrawn lead will work. And, you know, they said Sith can't gain bonus turn meter, but they didn't say Empire can't gain bonus turn meter. So I tried Thrawn lead thinking maybe I can blow up one of them. And then if you blow up one, maybe you can go in for a 1-2 punch and with a cleanup crew and kill the other two with whatever you got left. No, that doesn't work. So don't do that. But we did have some success. This is the one I said you're not going to like. If you were able to get Darth Revan, but you were unable to get Malak, or your Malak is in not good shape, low gear, no Zetas, you can still take on an enemy Darth Revan team if they do have Malak and if they do have double Zeta. Use your HK and you can knock them out like you would normally in the arena. You can see Fallen Bastila's gone. Putting some work in on Darth Revan, he's gone. Even though Malak does that drain life, you can still do enough damage to take care of that. So that's the one team out of all the testing that I did, you know, with other teams and whatnot, that was actually able to work and actually win. So that's why I say you're not going to like it, because it's not going to help you unless for some reason you have Darth Revan, but you were unable to get Malak. So you can beat it. It's just not very easy. But this is just me, and this is the testing that I did. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Please throw me a like and subscribe. And I will try to do more combos as I can. And do more testing. Because like I said, the Grand Arena is right around the corner. Should pop up tomorrow. We'll see ya. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below. And hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.